The Asian Tour returned to Dhaka, the capital city of Bangladesh, where for a while the country's most popular sport of cricket took a back seat. It's all about golf and the Bangabandu Cup Golf Open this time round. In 4 editions, this National Open has seen a Singaporean, a couple of Thais and a Swedish winner to date, but there's plenty of talent among the local contingent, all of whom will be itching to create their own piece of history. And leading the charge, Bangladesh's #1, Siddiqur Rahman.
I'm really looking forward this week, because I really prepared myself very strongly, I would say. If any one of Bangladeshi win this tournament, I think that will be 2 more step up golf for in Bangladesh.
A very warm welcome to the final round highlights of the Bangabandhu Cup Golf Open 2019, held once again at the Kurmitola Golf Club. Inclement weather meant a 2-hour delay to the day's proceedings, but that didn't dampen the mood among the players. Alongside me, Asian Tour professional Scott Barr. Despite the downpour, Scott, the course looks to be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, it sure is, Andrew. It's lush, it's green, it's playing a little longer than normal than in past years. The ball's not rolling as far, but as we can see, the fairways are green. The fairways are tight too. It's very narrow off the tee, and it's certainly proving a very good test for some of the players.
Scott, give us your thoughts on the local hero, Siddiqur Rahman, Bangladesh's #1.
Yeah, well, he sure is a superstar, the 34-year-old. Just at 5'5", but he's won 12 professional events, and he's certainly in good form this week.
And he played the 12th very well in round 1. Let's have a look at his tee shot here, setting up a birdie. Shot a 66 in round 1, very solid.
Yeah, he's a solid player, Siddiqur. This is his home course, obviously, so he knows it inside out, knows every break on the green. Renowned as a terrific putter over the years. This is just typical Siddiqur stuff. This in round 3, birdie at 7.
Rounds of 66, 68 and 68 means that he's tied for 4th and well in contention, but Sadom Kaewkanjana is our leader, 2 shots clear of Indian Rashid Khan, with Ajitesh Sandhu lurking 4 shots further behind. It's going to be a dramatic final day, and here is Sandhu. He's had a terrific start to the tournament. Can he hold it all together?
Yeah, well, let's hope so. He's been playing well. He's a great young talent from India. Rounds 70, 66, 65. He's in great form.
Compatriot Rashid Khan as well. There have been question marks over his temperament.
Yeah, but he's found some great form. He played well recently at the Indian Open. He's in great form this week, striking the irons beautifully, as we'll see here. And sure enough, a proven winner. I think he's got a great chance.
And we have to look at, of course, our leader heading into the final round. So much pressure on young shoulders.
Yeah, Saddam is playing great. He set the lowest score for 36 holes in this event. Really is playing some fantastic golf with shots like that.
I'm very happy to this result. Not thinking about the prize money, just enjoy the game and happy to play this course.
And the overnight leader got off to an absolutely cracking start. Back-to-back birdies to open his round, and a 4-shot lead with Rashid Khan making pars on the first 2 holes.
This is last year's runner-up, Jack Harrison, at the 2nd hole. This is his approach shot into this treacherous par 4, and it looks pretty good, and he'd end up holding this shot for an eagle 2 to get to -12. But a drop shot at the 3rd would leave him in a share for 4th place.
Move to hole 3, Siddiqur Rahman. He birdied the 2nd, but was having a difficult time. This is for par on the 3rd. The 2nd shot was short of the green, and he was scrambling. He missed that one to move back to -11.
Back to the 2nd hole, and this is Ajitesh Sandhu for his first birdie of the day, and he'd nail that and get him to 13 under par. 7 shots off the pace, and still in 3rd place on his own.
There was trouble off the tee for Rashid Khan. His 3rd shot managed to make it to the green. This to save par. He misses it down to -15. Saddam with a 5-shot lead then after 3 holes.
This is Barry Henson. He started the day 9 shots back in a share for 7th. A bogey at the 3rd, a birdie at the 5th. And this terrific shot here at 6. And he's in tied 6 at this stage.
Trevor Simsby on 7. This is his third shot. Managed to make the green, or at least pin high with 2. Nailed on birdie for him for the Q-Score graduate.
This is Jazz at 7. He started the day at -9, 9 shots off the pace. A drop shot on 3, eagle chance wasted here, but a birdie puts him back into 6th on his own.
Sandhu on 5. Birdie opportunity. Birdied the 2nd. And he also birdied the 5th. He goes to 14 under par, trailing the leader by 6 shots. And this is where we are, with the leaders having completed the first 5 holes. Sadom Kaewkanjana opening up a huge 5-stroke lead over Rashid Khan, with Ajitesh Sandhu 1 shot back in 3rd. Back to the action, Maverick and Cliff, the young Australian, on 6. An opportunity for a birdie for the first round leader after a stunning 63. Couldn't follow that up though, and he's left that one short.
As we take a look at Jack Harrison, this is for birdie here on 6.
Doesn't make that one. Back to Siddiqur Rahman, hole 6, and a birdie opportunity. And he nails that one. His second birdie of the day. Still in contention, but quite a few shots back, Scott.
Yeah, sure is. But here's young Ajitesh Sandhu in a good stroke of form. He's at 14 under par. He's iron approach shot here into the 6th. Not much more than an 8 iron for Ajitesh. Oh, he's left that short, underclubbed. Always a difficult shot with a little bit of crosswind.
Jack Harrison just off the green in 2 on the par 5 7th. This then for eagle. He's just left that a little bit short, but that should be safe enough for a birdie.
Yeah, tournament leader here, Sadom. Got to 20 under par, an achievement in itself. Let's see how his iron approach goes here into the 6th. This is his first event on tour this season, and he's doing it oh so well, but that's come up short as well.
I think we've seen 1 or 2 players leave it short on that tee shot on the 6th. This is Rahman out of the bunker on 7.
Well, you'll do well to trick this man around this course. This is his home ground. Knows it, every blade of grass.
He'll be disappointed with that though, left it just a little bit short. Rashid Khan on the 6th. I wonder if he'll leave this short as well.
Well, he's certainly been able to see what's gone on ahead of him. Must be thinking he has to take a little bit more club. The tee's slightly sheltered from some trees, and he's done well just to get onto the front edge of the green.
He'll be relatively content with that. Can Rahman then save par after that bunker shot was just a little bit shy? Yes, he can, and he will stay at 12 under par.
Yeah, good putt there from Siddiqur. Birdieable hole, and he's walked away with a par though, but he's still there or thereabouts as we take a look at Ajitesh Sandhu after leaving that approach short here at 6. Let's see what he's got there. Magnificent touch it is indeed. That should be a rock solid par.
Let's move on to Jack Harrison though. This very, very short birdie putt. And he is 2 under for the day. That's his first birdie, believe it or not. He may be 2 under, but of course a lot of that was down to an eagle earlier that we saw.
Indeed it was. As we look at Barry Henson here at the 8th. He's currently at 9 under par. He's been in good form. Hasn't had a top 10 this season though.
And here's your leader. He left his tee shot short, as many players have done on the final day, on the par 3 6th. But absolutely no problems with the chip whatsoever. He'll save par and stay at 20 under.
Over at the 8th hole, this is Jazz for a birdie. Former winner around this golf course. This is where he won his first Asian Tour title. Fantastic putt. That gets him to 11 under, but still a lot of work to do.
Rashid Khan went to school on the tee shots on 6. He's got an opportunity here for a birdie. Interesting jerky action, but he's nailed that one. He's now just 4 shots back of the lead. Even par for the day. Maybe that will give him a little bit of momentum.
Here's our first look at local professional Akbar Hussain. This is his par putt here at 8. It was a little bit short.
Bit of movement on the leaderboard then, with Saddom's lead cut to 4. That'll get the nerves jangling. Siddiqur Rahman still with plenty of ground to make up as far as the home crowd is concerned. Jazz is 2 under after 8, but running out of holes. Welcome back to the final round highlights of the 5th staging of the Bangabandu Cup Golf Open in Dhaka, a tournament renamed after the founding father of Bangladesh.
We are organizing this Asian Tour in the name of our father of the nation, and this is a great pride for us. And people are more interested, especially the media. They have created a lot of hype all over. So for homegrown player, Asian Tour organized in Bangladesh definitely is sort of a inspiration for them. They can see many friends coming from different parts of the world, especially the great players. I'm little inspired by having staged this tournament this year, and we are going to have it in next year. And I hope if it is staged next year, then Asian Tour will be quite satisfied to have such game almost for 6 and 7 times in coming days. And we are also hopeful that the sponsors coming ahead with their proposal that they would like to stage such tournament in coming days as well. So that's a great pleasure for us.
It's time for an update. Let's find out what's happening to Ajitesh Sandhu. He started the day 6 shots behind the leader, but birdies on the 2nd and the 4th and then the 7th. This an opportunity for back-to-back and his 4th of the day, and that looks pretty good to me. 16 under par, he's just 4 off the lead.
Akbar Hussain started the day at 9 under par, dropped shots on the 1st and the 8th. But will play this shot into the night, and he'd convert that to go back to 8 under par and in a tie for 10th.
Jazz on 10, your winner in 2017. He dropped a shot on the 3rd, but he birdied the 5th, the 6th and the 7th. This birdie takes him to 12 under and a share of 4th.
Siddiqur Rahman here for par at the 9th. Dropped 3 shots today, and that's going to be another. Not really his run of events so far.
Saddom's 4-shot lead then has been eroded somewhat. Rashid Khan, 1 under par for the round so far, is within 3 shots now, but Ajitesh Sandhu, he is the man on the move. 4 under after 8 holes, and he's just 4 shots off the lead. And here is your leader. This is 2nd shot to the par 4 9th.
Yeah, just playing off that slight upslope. Tactical play off the tee with an iron, and that's certainly safety first. We have a look here at Sandhu. A little more aggressive off the tee. He's going to have a lot shorter shot in. Let's see what he can take up now. It's all coming down to that important back 9 in the championship. Ooh, he's probably looking to get a little closer than that.
So look at Jack Harrison, the young Englishman. He was tied for 2nd last year at the AB Bank Bangladesh Open, so obviously likes the country, likes the conditions as well. And turned pro in 2011. He's left that one a little bit short as well. That's going to be a tough putt.
Rashid Khan, after a great tee shot, got to go down the left-hand side of this fairway to get an angle to the flag. Just a wedge here for Khan. That's looking pretty good. He's in red-hot form today.
Jack Harrison, birdie opportunity at 10. Left this one a little bit short, but it's a tricky green. He's pushed that one just a little bit down the right-hand side.
Here's Saddam. Just got to get this one up and over the tier. It's going to be fairly quick once it gets over this ridge. Been in great form. Notice he leaves the flagstick in. That new rule that was introduced this year. Should be a sure par.
Jazz off the disappointment of missing the cut at the Hero Indian Open last week, and he will be disappointed with that one, staring a bogey in the face.
Ajitesh Sandhu, after that disappointing approach shot, going to have a little chip here for birdie. Oh, boom, in it goes. What a great shot going into the back nine.
It really doesn't matter how you do it. You can putt it for birdie, you can chip it for birdie. That's 3 on the bounce then for Sandhu, who is really making a charge up the leaderboard, putting a lot of pressure on the leader, Sadom.
Yeah, that back nine all in front of him now. Maverick Ancliffe for birdie here at 10. Needs this to get to double figures. And in it goes. Beautiful putt. First Bangladesh Open for the young Australian.
Jazz, yet more chipping action from off the green, and he's not happy with that one at all. Doesn't seem to be getting much of a momentum going for this round.
No, Rashid Khan though certainly is. This is for a birdie here at 9. Lovely approach shot, but just a little bit high. Maybe a fraction hard. He's looking at it like it should have done what he wanted, but it certainly didn't.
Approach shot on 18, the final hole for Zamal Hussain Molla, tied for 4th at this tournament last year, the highest placed Bangladeshi. And he has dialed that one in. Excellent birdie opportunity to end his round well. In fact, it's been a faultless round.
Yeah, let's have a quick update. Let's go to the 13th hole. It's Barry Henson. His approach shot here into the narrow 13th. Little green perched over water. Oh, that's a fantastic shot. Should be a birdie.
Let's get back to Molla, see if he could convert that excellent approach to 18, end with a birdie. Yes, he can. What a round for him. A bogey-free 65, 6 under par. Let's check in on the leaderboard as things hot up at the Bangabandu Cup Golf Open. Sadom's lead is still 3 shots, but it's now from Ajitesh Sandhu, who's -5 for the day. Rashid Khan just failing to get some momentum going. Only 1 under for the day, and he remains 3 shots back.
This is Ajitesh Sandhu at the 12th, short par 3 of 163 yards. Got to go over some waters. We see that the pin is tucked tight on the right-hand side today, just over the bunker. Yeah, it's a good shot. We just saw Jazz come apart there, so certainly a difficult iron.
Tricky shot this one for Jack Harrison on 13. He's got to get this up and over the trees and still managed to stop it somewhere near the green. Plenty to work with, but not surprisingly, Scott, he's gone long.
Yeah, difficult shot. It's a difficult hole, 13, very narrow off the tee. Rashid Khan at the 12th. He's just seen Sandhu leave it a little bit short. Looks like he's trying to cut this one in. It's a pretty fair result. Both good shots there.
Maverick Ancliffe then, this is his second shot on the par 4 13th hole. Struggled to follow up that first round, excellent first round 63, but that will put him in contention for a birdie at 13 as he looks to make I don't know, maybe top 4, top 5 finish.
Yeah, well, this is the man they're catching. Sadom is at 20 under par. Looks like he's just trying to cut this one into that tight flag. Oh, might have over clubbed. That's going to be a difficult up and down.
Not very much green to work with there, and that looks, how should we say, rough? It's his first Asian Tour event, believe it or not, the tender age of 20. He was tied for 13th at Asian Tour qualifying school, and he only turned pro last year. He could be on the cusp of something very special, Scott.
Yeah, absolutely. But here's Jack Harrison leaving the flag in. He's going for birdie. Just going to leave it a little bit short.
Those are the distances that I really love, Scott. Difficult shot this. Not much green to work with. Rough looks deep.
Oh, he's done it pretty well. It's not a gimme, but it's well played out of that heavy stuff. Must have looked very good on the tee, that shot straight over the top of the flag.
Akbar Hussain then on 14. This is the par 5. And that's his third shot. Looking to knock this one dead, but he's left it short. That's going to be a tricky birdie putt.
Yeah, fairly treacherous there. Rashid Khan. Looks like he's giving this plenty of break out to the left. Let's see how he goes. Is it going to make? Oh, what a wonderful putt. Right at a timely stage of the event. Just to get him within breathing distance of the leader. That was a fantastic putt.
Yeah, he's just 2 shots back now. His third birdie of the day. Sadiq Rahman now, here's an opportunity for a birdie at 13. He's on -8. What's this putt going to do, Scott?
Yeah, it looks like it's a little left to right. But it's all for pride now. We know he knows the breaks in the green. Just not reacting the way he thought it would.
Sandhu then from, this is an opportunity for a birdie on 12. Going to move a little bit right to left?
Yeah, well, he's hoping so. He started it there. Looks a little short, is it? No, wow. We've just seen the pressure applied to Sadom here. Both his closest contenders have made birdie. And they're within striking distance. A lot of pressure. This putt that he's got, that short one, has just grown a couple of feet, I'm sure.
Tell you what, he's the man with the momentum. Mr. Sandhu, 6 under for the day. Maverick Ancliffe, his opportunity for a birdie on 13.
Oh, slides by. It's such a great opportunity. Probably not in contention at the moment, but certainly a top 5 finish is in sight for your first tour event would be a great effort.
This is where the nerves count. Saddam just a little bit short with his chip from off the green. But nerveless, he's absolutely nailed that one. Looking very confident, very calm for a 20-year-old.
Yeah, he sure is. He won the Thongchai Jaidee International earlier this year. That was a fantastic experience.
His lead remains at 2 shots then from Ajitesh Sandhu and Rashid Khan. We are in for an almighty battle as the final round unfolds. A very warm welcome back to the final round highlights of the Bangabandhu Cup Golf Open 2019, the National Open of Bangladesh. Asian Tour professional Scott Barr is alongside me, and if you're just joining us, here is an update. Local boy Zamal Hussain Molla, he set up this birdie opportunity on 18. And he got it for an excellent final hole on an excellent final round. A 65, 6 under par for him. He could still finish as the top player from Bangladesh.
Let's have a look at the tournament leader. On the first here for birdie, he'd open up with back-to-back birdies and open up a 4-shot lead of his closest challenger, Rashid Khan, who could only manage 2 pars in the first 2 holes.
Sandhu on 8, he started the day 6 shots behind the leader, but birdies on the 2nd, the 4th and the 7th. And on the 8th, he made it back-to-back, his 4th of the day. He's 16 under par, 4 shots off the lead at this stage.
2 more birdies, a chip in at 9, and this magnificent putt here at the 12th would get him to 6 under and 2 shots off the pace.
And you know what they say, it's tight at the top. 20-year-old Sadom Kaewkanjana is still holding his own up there, but now only 2 shots clear of both Sandhu and Khan, being chased by 2 Indians with Jack Harrison 6 shots further back, looking out of contention at this stage. Kaewkanjana, minus 20 years old, his tee shot on 13.
Yeah, 13's a narrow fairway. You've really got to find it to have a chance to hit the green. That's going to be a difficult position to get on the green from, I think.
How is he going to hold this together on the back 9? That's the big question. He is so close. Here's Maverick Ancliffe, his approach on 14.
Second shot into 14, the par 5. Eagleable if he can get the right bounce. And he's just left a little bit to the left. Should be a pretty easy up and down.
I love that word though, eagleable.
Well, they're eagleable or they're birdieable, but we like making good scores. And this is Sandhu. This is his approach shot to the 13th, just a small wedge, and that's disappointing. He's leaked that to the right. Let's hope it's not in the water.
Let's check out some stats then for Sandhu. He's claimed 3 top 10 finishes in 2018, finishing 28th on the Habitat for Humanity standings. Made some cuts, but unable to back it up.
Yeah, here we have Jazz. We didn't see the chip out, but this is his 3rd shot to the par 4 15th. Looks like he's just got a 80 to 90 yard pitch shot in. He's good at these, isn't he? Good at that. That's a fantastic effort. Should be able to save his par.
Rashid Khan certainly still in contention. Similar approach on the 13. Must be wary of pushing it out to the right. That looks well controlled, but he's just come off that a little bit with his right foot, Scott.
Yeah, a little long. Might have got a bit of a fly. He was a little bit on the precautious side there with the pitch. Jack Harrison, his 3rd shot at 14, the reachable par 5. Get that a little thin. No, that's a pretty good effort. Oh, it must have been buried. We can see the mud on the ball there. So that was a fine shot.
A little bit of trouble for our leader, Sadom. A wayward drive. He's had to pitch back into the middle of the fairway. This is third shot then into the par 4.
Yeah, it's a very narrow tee shot, the 13th, but that's a fantastic pitch shot. Gives him an outside chance to save a par. As we go to a little flashback here from Maverick Ancliffe in round 1. Very similar position to where he is, and he knocked that one in. Let's see if he can do the same today.
This is his opportunity then. His third shot. Oh, not too shabby, not very far away from repeating that feat.
Oh, wow, it was almost an instant replay, wasn't it? Amazing footage. Sandhu's ball stayed up. So this is his chip. We saw him play this wonderfully at the 9th. It's a little heavy-handed. Sometimes those shots can be a little bit difficult. There's grass behind the ball.
Jazz still trying to get things going. This putt to save par on 15.
It's going to curl heavily from left to right. Those are the sort of putts that you don't make when you're not going to win. Another bogey for him, back to 10 under par.
He's really looked just a little bit out of sorts, but still just about holding it together. It's a birdie putt opportunity here for Rashid Khan to go to 19 under.
Yeah, he's a little strong with that approach shot, and it's just going to be a little short. We haven't seen too many people get it past the hole from hitting it past it today on 13.
Here's Jack Harrison, plenty of ground to make up. Birdie opportunity though on the 14.
That's a good par 5, 14. Oh, probably thought he had that. It just wobbled off at the end.
Now this will be a test of nerves for our leader Saddam at -20, but this is a par putt. And he's pushed it just a little bit down the right-hand side. Did he misread that or hit it too hard?
Well, I think he's misread that. But the door certainly opened just an inch or so more for his nearest competitors. Both Rashid Khan and Ajitesh Sandhu are within a stroke. Well, of course, Ajitesh has to hold this to stay within a stroke.
And he has nailed it. We have game on. 5 holes remaining then for our leading group. And only 1 shot between them. Saddam on -19, but Sandhu and Khan, the chasing Indians, are just 1 shot back after 13 holes. 5 holes to play. This is going down to the wire.
Yeah, it sure is. And Saddam's hit it into the trees here off the par 5 14th. It looks like he's going to go for it. Oh, dear. Good grief. Wow. What are we seeing?
Well, we're seeing something that I've done several times.
Yeah, that's a mistake you don't really want to make at this point in the tournament, let alone any time in your career.
So just establishing then that the ball should go forward and not behind you after you hit it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think we go out sideways when there's that many trees. But this is Jack Harrison. That was his second shot to 15th. Wonderful shot. Ajitesh Sandhu, his second shot to 14. He's only 1 behind. He's got a mid-iron in here into the par 5. It looks like a good swing. Is it enough club?
Well, it looks as if he'd struck it perfectly. It's gone a little bit out to the right, but an up and down for birdie and a possible share of the lead as we move to Maverick Ancliffe, preparing to close out his round. This is the 15th hole. Nicely managed chip.
Yeah, lovely shot there. Should be able to tap that one in for par. But here we have Sadom. It's his 4th shot to the par 5. He decided to chip it out on the second time around. He's been in a bit of bother the last few holes. And he's going to have that one for par.
Is the pressure getting to him?
I'd have to say it's big time getting to him. And his playing partners will be feeling it too.
Let's have a look at Barry Henson then on the 212-yard par 3 16th.
Yeah, it's a long iron, probably a 5-iron for Berry. That's a great shot. Wow, that almost popped in on the second bounce. It's a very makeable birdie putt for Berry.
To Sandhu now in the sand after his second shot on the par 5 14th. has to give himself a birdie opportunity.
Yeah, looks like he caught that a little heavier than he wanted. Caught the downslope, but he's going to have 10 foot, probably 8 feet further than he wanted to there for his birdie putt.
First opportunity to check in on Wang Wei Lun. An opportunity here. And he's just pushed that one a little bit too far. Seemed to misjudge that a bit.
Yeah, just skipped off their firm grass there. Has a little stare at the ground. I don't think I made that mistake, he's thinking. That was just course conditions. It does happen. But here's Sadom. Probably the biggest putt of the tournament so far for him. He's got this for par, and his competitors are breathing down his neck.
And he's missed it, which means back-to-back bogeys down the home stretch. And how crucial could that prove? Par putt then at the 18th for Wang. And it's been an excellent final day for him. What a round.
Yeah, that's his first top 10 finish on the Asian Tour. Beautiful 65.
Henson then setting up the opportunity for a birdie on 16. No problems whatsoever. Having a decent final round though, but never really in contention.
No, he's a long way off the leaders. Rashid Khan for birdie. This would be to get into the lead. Oh, agonisingly close. Agonisingly close. But still, won't be any worse than one behind. Heading into the final 4 holes is always a good spot. Looks bitterly disappointed. I think there's plenty more golf to go, Rashid.
Third shot on the par 5, 17th for Barry Henson, looking to finish, dare I say it, very, very well.
Well, his nickname's actually the Hensonator, self-proclaimed. But that was a good shot there for Barry. Could be his first top 10 of the season.
What an opportunity here. Sandhu for the outright lead.
And he's got it. Wow, what a beautiful up and down. That was, we're looking at a 2-shot swing here at 14.
We are in for a grandstand finish. 1 shot separating the top 3 golfers. But Sadom now has slipped down to 3rd, par for the day. Sandhu is our new leader. You're watching the final round highlights of the Bangabandhu Cup Golf Open 2019. If you're just tuning in, thanks for joining us. Let's get you up to speed. Overnight leader, Sadom Kaewkanjana. He started the round with back-to-back birdies, was on fire. He opened up a 4-shot lead as one of his closest rivals, Rashid Khan, made pars on the first 2 holes.
Starting the day 6 shots behind the leader, Ajitesh Sandhu would birdie 2, 4, 7, 8 and this one at 9 to get within 3 shots heading into the back 9.
The overnight leader then 4-shot lead after 2 holes and 5-shot lead after the 3rd, but trouble. He dropped a shot on the 13th, and trouble again at the 14th, would drop another shot. He had the opportunity to save par with this monster putt, but he couldn't quite pull it off, and eventually would make 3 bogeys in a row. The pressure clearly getting to the 20-year-old. He's 17 under then after the 15th, 2 shots off the pace.
But it was Sandhu who would make that putt to get to the outright lead after 14th, and that was his 7th birdie of the day.
Back to Sadom on 16, still 2 shots back, but this excellent tee shot would give him an opportunity to make a birdie. With Khan and Sandhu, his closest rivals, making pars, he's now just 1 shot back.
Meanwhile, Barry Henson started his round 9 shots off the pace, dropping 4 shots, but he made 5 birdies, including this one for 2 in a row. He's at 10 under and sitting in tied 8th with 1 hole to play.
This promises to be an epic finish. Just 1 shot then between the top 3 golfers. Sadom still in contention, but it is Ajitesh Sandhu who leads the way after a stunning round so far of 7 under par.
This is Barry Henson, his par putt at the final hole. He taps that in and he'll finish at 10 under par. And this could be his first top 10 of the season. albeit consistent, but it's always nice to have a top 10.
To the par 5 17th, and Sandhu's third shot to approach the green.
Good looking shot, good looking swing here from Arjiteth. And that's well played. It's just going to filter around to the flagstick. He's got a lot of work for birdie, however.
This is Jazz, a birdie putt on 18 to finish well. I guess it's a sign of just how good this gentleman is that, you know, he's shot a 69 today and he'll probably go in and be disappointed with it, Scott.
Yeah, no, more than likely. I think he's got very high expectations, Jazz. He's, you know, he's a proven winner on tour. He's a former champion on this course. Yeah, I think he's probably a bit disappointed with 69, but still, it's going to be a top 10 finish.
Ranked number 73 in the world, Jazz. Opportunity now. Third shot coming in for Rashid Khan.
Yeah.
And something has troubled him there for sure. He's looking over to the crowd. And he has really, really pulled that one. Actually, he's pushed it, hasn't he? That's a monster putt for a birdie.
Yeah, it's going to be a long putt with plenty of break.
Akbar Hussain then, 7 under for the tournament so far.
Oh, agonisingly close there on 18. Would have loved to have popped that one in front of his home crowd. But he's played pretty well, has Akbar.
At the moment then, it is Zamal Molla who is the highest placed Bangladesh finisher. As we look at Sadom, this is his third shot to 17. The pressure is on.
Yeah, the pressure's on. He's got a chance to get this close, maybe get one back on the boys, and does a fine shot there. Hits it pin high on 17. That for birdie.
Jack Harrison then completing his round. This is his approach to 18. Minus 11 for the tournament.
Let's have a look and see where this one finishes. It's well done. Lovely distance. He'll have a pretty makeable birdie putt there, will Jack Harrison.
Now this is a monster birdie putt, but an opportunity. Just must concentrate on making sure that he takes no more than 2 putts, because this is up and down the clown's nose and all the way round.
Yeah, there's certainly a lot of undulation in the 17th green here. He'd be disappointed with that putt, I think, Rashid. And let's have a look at Maverick Ancliffe. Second shot here into the 18th.
Lost his Asian Tour card last season, but hopes for a good 2019, that's for sure. Now ranked 488 in the world, and not happy with that one at all. So you would think, wouldn't you, that Sandhu would you know, go to school on Rashid Khan's putt. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, he's got to get up over this hill. We saw Khan leave it short. Oh dear. They've both really misread the pace of that putt. Maybe a little tentative to knock it past.
Siddiqur Rahman there, the local hero. I know I've said it before, but he really is second. This is his approach into 18, looking to finish strongly in front of his home crowd. Very, very popular among everybody really in attendance at the Kurmitola Golf Club this week.
Yeah, a little bit frustrated with that one. But here we have Sadom. Can he knock this one in? I tell you what, we might even see another 2-shot swing if this goes in. And it has. Wow. What a huge birdie given the scope of the situation there for Sadom. Amazing bounce back he's starting to have.
That is incredible. Back-to-back birdies then after 3 bogeys in a row for Sadom. Birdie putt on 18, and Siddiqur Rahman playing to the crowd. Nails that one for a disappointing final round, 74, but how good was he on round 1 with that 66, Scott?
Yeah, it's classic Siddiqur. This course is built for him. It's very narrow. But here we have Rashid Khan, that disappointing first putt. Important putt now. Oh, and he's just left that a little bit wide. Won't be pleased at all after everything to play for, and then 3 putting the 17th hole.
Well, this is extraordinary. You had a 2-shot swing a couple of holes ago. It looks as if we're going to go back exactly the other way.
Well, we may just well do that.
Maverick Ancliffe then, looking for a birdie finish He's on 12 under, in 4th place on his own at the moment. Oof. Agonisingly close, but he'll have to settle for a par.
Yeah, that'll be a par. He's got that putter resting up his lead arm there. But that's a great round of 70. Probably looking for a bit better, but it's a pretty good finish. Here's a huge putt. Sandhu here for par. And this is to stay in the lead, and that slips past. He saw Rashid Khan just go on the high side, and he's fallen underneath that one.
Jack Harrison then looking to finish well as well. Birdie putt opportunity here on 18. Oh, just dribbling off at the end. How annoying must that be? It's a good week for him, though. The highlight, no doubt, has been his second round, 67. 70 in his final round, and a total of 11 under par for the tournament.
Here's Ajiteth Sandhu to tap in for his bogey 6 here. And that'll be disappointing. So as we head to the 18th tee, it's going to be Sadom.
It is a quite remarkable situation. Just 2 shots between the top 3, but after those drop shots at 17 from Sandhu and Khan, and the birdie from Sadom, back-to-back birdies for him, he is now at the driving seat, but he really, really has to keep it together. How much pressure on this tee shot?
Yeah, there's quite a lot. There's out of bounds down the right, but he's
gone left.
Pulled it a little bit left. I'm not sure if he's in a bunker over there or not.
I think if he's unlucky, he's going to find himself behind the trees.
He may well do. Sandhu must find the fairway. Looks like a good swing. Only one back. You never know. If he can make his own birdie, played it beautifully well. Split the centre of the fairway there.
Yeah, he looks pretty content with that. Looking at how everybody's been playing the 18th in the final round. Only 11 birdies, 44 pars, and 9 bogeys, something that 3 contenders will want to avoid. And as I suspected, Sadom is behind the trees.
Yeah, that's devilishly unlucky, but he's doing the smart thing. You know, he's chipping that out now. He could have tried to skirt it under the trees like he did a few holes ago. Maybe he's just learned from that mistake.
I suppose that's one of the situations where you just have to take the medicine, because any kind of approach to the 18th could have put him into trouble. This from a much, much better position as far as Khan is concerned. And he's safely on the green. It's a long look at a birdie, but it's a chance.
It's a chance. But here's the shot we need to see. It's Ajiteth Sandhu hits his approach shot, his second shot to the 18th. He's one behind. Let's see what he can do. He's played it well. Beautiful shot, actually. Unlucky didn't kick a little forward there, so he's going to have that to make birdie. With Saddam in some trouble, this could be a nail-biting finish.
Well, here we go. This is his 3rd shot, just pitched into the middle of the fairway from behind the trees. It's a beautiful swing. No signs of pressure there. Oh, that's superb.
Yeah, that's an amazing shot from this young man who's just graduated from tour school. Well, if he wins this, he's going to be the fastest winner in Asian Tour history who's ever graduated from tour school. This in his first ever event.
Tell you what, it's a remarkable finish to what has been a great tournament, and what a story it would be if the 20-year-old can hang on and win this. But we are staring down the barrel at a possible playoff at the moment, assuming Sandhu can nail his birdie putt. Opportunity for Khan then. A little bit short, a little bit left. He'll have to settle for a par. 1 or 2 disappointments over the course of the round for him.
Yeah, absolutely. That 3 putt at 17 was pivotal in his momentum. Probably his attitude heading down the last hole. But it's been a great week at 17 under par. You can't be too disappointed.
Well, this is it then for Sandhu. Needs a birdie to tie the lead. Breaking a little bit right to left.
Yeah, it's going to break right to left. He's hit it hard enough, has he? Oh, it's just going underneath the hole. It was a good-looking putt. That was an opportunity missed, though.
He will have to settle then for par, which means this par putt coming up from Sadom would be enough for him to win the tournament by a shot. What is going through his mind right now?
Well, he really does want to hole it. I think he's just thinking about staying calm, staying relaxed. He's leaving the flag stick in. I love to see it. He's a fast player. And he's done it. What an amazing putt for a great victory there.
And what an incredible end to a marvellous tournament. Just have a look at those last 6 holes then from the 20-year-old. Notwithstanding that fairly miraculous par actually on the final hole. 3 bogeys followed by 2 birdies, and he is the winner by 1 shot from Ajitesh Sandhu and 2 shots from Rashid Khan. Let's hear then from the winner.
I feel very happy. It's unbelievable. I can do it. So it's the last 3 holes. So it's very best of my life for me.
And here's how the players stack up on the Habitat for Humanity standings. There was plenty of movement in the bottom half, with Ajitesh Sandhu and our champion Sadom Kaewkanjana breaking into the top 10. As a result, Prom Misoa dropped down 1 run. No changes in the top 7 though, with Jazz still in second despite his tied for 5th finish. Scott Hent, the 2017 number 1, still leading the way. But for now, it's congratulations once again to Sadom Kaewkanjana on his record-breaking win in Bangladesh. From Scott and me, until next time, it's goodbye.